A mystical genesis begins the story with Iblis, a powerful genie created from smokeless fire by a supreme being. After a 300-year war between the genies and the angels, Iblis avoided the corruption that led to the downfall of his brethren. However, his ultimate test came when the supreme being created humans and ordered all celestial beings to bow before the first of them. Iblis's proud refusal led to his expulsion from heaven. As he was cast out, he struck a bargain. He would be allowed to roam and corrupt humans, leading them to hell. But if he ever encountered a truly righteous human, he would be banished to the deepest levels of hell. For centuries, Iblis's malicious plan succeeded, solidifying his dominance over mortal souls. This changed when he met the one righteous young girl, who used her 3 wishes, not for herself, but entirely to save others. Following her death, Iblis took a piece of her remains, imprisoned in a lamp, and spent the next 983 years vowing revenge, kept alive only by the hope of encountering her reincarnation. His mythical servant Sade was tasked with tracking her soul through the centuries, keeping Iblis updated on the death and rebirth of the one mortal who sealed his fate. In the present, the narrative shifts to modern Korea, where we meet Ka-young, a mechanic raised by her dedicated grandmother, Pan-gum. Ka-young's turbulent past is quickly revealed. She was abandoned by her mother, who callously confessed that she gave Ka-young up because the girl is a psychopath with no emotions. Her mother subsequently left for Dubai with her other 2 daughters. Pan-gum devoted her life to helping Ka-young survive, teaching her to recognize and imitate human emotions and installing strict rules, the most critical being the promise that Ka-young must never kill anyone. Having finally cut ties with her mother, Ka-young takes a vacation to the desert. Frustrated by her past, she trips over an old lamp, grabs it, and smashes it against the sand in a fit of rage, unintentionally freeing Iblis. Iblis instantly recognizes the soul of his righteous enemy, but Ka-young is clueless about their shared ancient history. Her only reaction is to assume he is an idiot with motion sickness, and she threatens him with a hairpin. Iblis is stunned that she has no memory and couldn't care less about the 983 years he spent imprisoned due to her past actions. He is now bound to her as her genie, but he sees his opportunity for ultimate vengeance. His immortal fate now depends on corrupting her. If Ka-young makes 3 non-righteous wishes, he wins. But if she makes a single righteous wish, he faces beheading. Ka-young, however, is not interested in playing his game and repeatedly refuses to make any wishes. Iblis begins to torment her, hoping to break her will and force a wish. He follows her throughout the vacation, making her appear to the tour group as if she's talking to herself and losing touch with reality.
Frustrated by the genie's action, Ka-young threw the magic lamp out to the sea to get rid of the genie. But despite that, she can't seem to get rid of the genie, and the genie seems like it is bound to her. She tried everything and finally gave up.
퇴치법은 의외로 간단해. 눈치챘지. 네가 소원색이 다르면?
In a dramatic display of power to impress and coerce her, Iblis uses his powers to fly Ka-young over the city, landing them atop the tallest skyscraper. He pressures her one last time, but Ka-young, shockingly unfazed by his demonstration, and instead impressed by the ability to fly, sees this as her chance to solve her problem. She instantly throws Iblis off the rooftop, attempting to murder him. The enraged genie bounces back, lands near her, and retaliates by choking her, his power raging. In that moment, a flashback confirms Ka-young was indeed the righteous child who defeated him centuries ago. Iblis sparing Ka-young, but raging at her attempt to kill him. This failed murder confirms Iblis's dilemma. His revenge requires her alive, yet her psychopathic nature makes her utterly immune to his traditional forms of fear and malice. Left on the rooftop, Iblis flies away and reconnects with his mythical servant Sade, who is now comically disguised as a pet to a wealthy Arab man. Sade attempts to bring the 983-year-old genie up to speed on modern life, a task made difficult by Iblis's distraction and frustration. Upon her return to Korea, Ka-young's routine-driven life clashes directly with Iblis's erratic immortal existence. He follows her onto the flight and into her home, where everyone, including her unsuspecting grandmother Pan-gum, assumes he is her fiancé. Iblis's subsequent attempts to adjust, relying on Sade for modern tips, discovering the magic of carbonated drinks, and becoming addicted to arcade games, provide comic relief but highlight his fundamental unsuitability for the human world. Ka-young, meanwhile, maintains strict rules for his stay, forcing her to rely on the coping mechanisms Pan-gum painstakingly taught her to manage his maddening presence. Flashbacks reveal Pan-gum's profound dedication. She worked tirelessly with the villagers to ensure Ka-young could successfully imitate emotions and function as a successful student, despite her true nature.
At the mechanic shop, Song-tae stops by and asks Ka-young to repair his broken taillights. Ka-young notices blood and hair stuck to the damaged light, but chooses not to say anything. Meanwhile, the village chieftain, Chang-sik, bumps into the new couple in town. Thinking Chang-sik is someone important, Iblis greets him by tapping his nose 3 times. Chang-sik panics, thinks it's some weird romantic gesture, and threatens to beat Iblis up. Realizing he messed up, Iblis turns himself invisible. Annoyed, Ka-young drags Iblis to a store and tries to explain what he did wrong. Even though she's a psychopath, Ka-young has learned how to read people's emotions. Somewhere else, Minji runs into Iram, the secretary of Ejlail, a new real estate tycoon in the village. Ka-young keeps to her routine and goes hiking. On her way back, Iblis appears and begs for money to play more games. When she threatens to beat him, he panics and admits he stole money from Pan-gum's purse. Ka-young spends the whole day trying to find him. At night, he suddenly shows up in front of her car, and she intentionally hits him. Sade ends up feeling the pain every time Iblis gets hurt. He goes to speak with the boss inside his lamp. After finding out Ka-young is a psychopath, Sade takes Iblis to an internet cafe to research her condition. Meanwhile, Ka-young stops by Minji's dental clinic to vent. Iblis realizes his threats of ending the world won't work on her. He tries a different tactic to make Ka-young use her first wish. He locks her inside the mechanic shop and sets the place on fire. Ka-young simply exits through the other door and beats him senseless. The villagers and firefighters rush in, shocked by how quickly the flames died down. They find Iblis getting beaten badly. People try to stop Ka-young, but Iblis begs them to leave her alone. She tells him to repair her shop and walks away. Later, Ka-young has dinner with Minji like she always does. During their conversation, Ka-young reveals that she plans to kill herself once Pan-gum dies. She fears that without Pan-gum, she won't be able to stick to her routine. She has prepared for her death for years, even buying a coffin-making shop. Iblis secretly listens to their conversation using his invisibility powers. Ka-young notices him, but Minji thinks she's talking to empty space. On the way home, Iblis appears again. She gives him a hairpin and tells him to wear it whenever he wants to be visible only to her. When he brings up the topic of wishes again, Ka-young asks why he's so desperate to kill her. He admits he needs to corrupt her quickly, just like the humans he dealt with before. Surprisingly, Ka-young still believes in human goodness, mainly because of Pan-gum. For her first wish, she tells Iblis to prove that humans are corrupt. She orders him to grant the wishes of the first 5 people they meet that night. If more than 3 of the 5 make selfish wishes, Iblis wins. She promises that if he wins, she'll make her remaining wishes fast and then let him kill her.